Go.
Hey, it's Slu, and we're going to be doing some MAM 1020S. So the question is, f of x is equals to e to the power of x over x. We've got to draw a graph of that. Now, first thing when you draw a graph is you want to know the limits that you can already see. We know that x can't equal 0 because, you know, that's like, if you don't know that, I don't know how you pass grade 5. So now we're going to find the first derivative, and we're going to use the Young quotient rule here, which says that if you got like a thing on the top and a thing on the bottom, it says f prime times g minus g prime times f over g squared is the derivative. So we know f is e to the x, g is x. Okay, so you can just act smart. We know the rule here, e to the x, derivative of e to the x is e to the x. Once again, if you don't know this, I don't know why you're in this course. Second of all, so we know that the derivative of g will be 1 because g was x. Basics, boys, basics. So what you finally get as your answer is going to be e to the x times x minus e to the power of x. And if you want to put it in like a cute bracket like we were provided, you would just say e to the x and then brackets x minus 1. But the thing about me is I'm a showman. I just go all the way. And then we divide that by all that by x squared. So that's simple. You just get a second derivative. That also helps a bit. So what we're going to say second derivative is e to the x, and then all in brackets x squared minus 2. And then we open more brackets because, you know, this is bracketception, or brackets and brackets. And then we're going to go x minus 1, close brackets, all over x cubed. Bangers. Now what we're going to do now is we're going to try to get the y-intercept, okay? There's no y-intercept because you can't divide by 0. Trick questions. Then there's also no x-intercept because, once again, 0 equals to e of x. There's no such thing. They've been playing games with you. So the turning point we know, because turning point is obviously 0, is where the first derivative is equal to 0, and that is 1 and no solution. But I'm going to write no solution because that's just dumb. Now, we have all of this information, and the thing is most people like to draw graphs, but I'm not an idiot. So what I do is I go on the internet. Get this. This is actually a fun trick that you can show everyone at home. Unless you're in Limpopo, obviously, because you guys don't have internet. So what I think you should do is you should go here, and there's this thing called a Symbol Lab, guys. It's actually pretty cool. I know they say don't use it, but at the end of the day, they also say don't have, like, you know, unprotected access, but people fuck all the time, you know? AIDS and whatever. So what we end up having here is the graph is drawn for us. Isn't that a miracle? By God Almighty. And as we can see with this graph, you just get a Young situation there. It's about to like tend to 0 and all that. And then it's like piss off. And then this one's also tending to infinity. Tending negative infinity, tending to infinity. It doesn't touch there. And then it does all the way up. So that's the graph. I couldn't draw it. I just really am bad at drawing things. So apologies. But at the end of the day, as we all know, computers do everything perfectly. Believe everything you see on the internet, kids. So yeah, that's Platinum bringing it again. The boy knows everything. The internet knows everything. The boy is the internet. Thank you.